Have you ever wondered what it would be like to pull off the perfect heist? Most people would say it's impossible, that sooner or later, the law will catch up with the criminals. However, some thieves are true masterminds, meticulously planning every detail before committing their crime. In this video, we'll explore the most remarkable heists in history, those that left the world stunned by the ingenuity and boldness of their perpetrators. If you want to uncover the secrets behind these grand thefts, keep watching until the end. The second story will blow your mind, and at the end, I'll share a secret you won't want to miss. 15. The Antwerp Diamond Heist, February 2003. Antwerp, Belgium, is renowned for its diamond wealth and vibrant diamond district. In February 2003, Leonardo Notarbartolo orchestrated one of the most sophisticated and audacious heists in history. He rented an office near the Diamond Center with access to the underground vault. Using an ID card to gain entry and a briefcase with a camera to record security details, he spent months studying the security system, which included heat detectors, infrared sensors, and seismic alarms. During the weekend of February 15th, Notarbartolo and his team, which included lock and security systems experts, executed the heist. They forced open 123 out of 189 safes, making off with a haul valued at 18 million euros. They neutralized the security guards and escaped before dawn. However, a bizarre clue, a half-eaten sandwich, revealed their DNA. Despite some team members being arrested, the diamonds remain unrecovered. 14. The Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum Heist, March 1990. The Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in Boston, USA, was the scene of an impressive robbery on March 18, 1990. Two thieves disguised as police officers tricked the security guards, posing as responding to a disturbance related to the St. Patrick's Day celebrations. Once inside, they handcuffed the guards and led them to the basement where they looted the museum. In just 90 minutes, they stole 13 pieces of art valued at $500 million, including works by Rembrandt and Vermeer. The robbery left the museum with empty frames, as the stolen artworks have never been recovered. The FBI offers rewards of up to $10 million for any information leading to the recovery of the stolen pieces. Although some suspects, like the Merlino clan and others associated with the Boston Mafia, have been identified, the case remains unsolved. The museum continues to display the empty frames as a reminder of one of the most shocking art heists. 13. The Bank of England Heist, September 1987. In September 1987, a group of British criminals led by Brian Reader, known as the Master, carried out a heist at the Bank of England in London. The operation was meticulously planned and executed with precision. The thieves used tunnels to enter the bank, allowing them to bypass the building's stringent security measures. Despite alarms and cameras, they managed to steal a significant amount of money and jewelry, valued at approximately £60 million. The heist was carried out without leaving a trace, and the thieves made off with the loot before authorities could respond. Although some group members were arrested, most of the money and jewelry were never recovered. This heist is remembered as one of the most ingenious due to the sophistication and meticulous planning involved. 12. The Hatton Garden Safe Deposit Burglary, April 2015. In April 2015, a group of elderly criminals known as the Bad Grandpas pulled off a spectacular heist at the Hatton Garden Safe Deposit Company in London. Despite being an older team of thieves, they planned the heist with precision. During the long Easter weekend, they managed to drill into the safe deposit vault, located over 20 meters underground. Once inside, they took a significant amount of jewelry and cash, valued at around £70 million. The thieves had planned the heist for months, and their detailed knowledge of the security allowed them to bypass cameras and alarms. Although some were arrested shortly afterward, the loot remains largely unrecovered. The case stands out for the audacity and the skill of the criminals, as well as how they overcame the high security of the location. 11. The Banque de France Heist, July 1986. In July 1986, a group of French criminals executed a sophisticated heist at the Banque de France in Paris. They used a series of tunnels dug beneath the bank to enter undetected. The group, known as the Bank Guerrillas, planned the heist for months, thoroughly studying the security system and using advanced equipment to avoid triggering alarms. They managed to steal an impressive sum of money, valued at around 50 million French francs. The plan involved precise drilling of the vault walls and manipulating electronic locks. Although some of the thieves were captured and convicted, much of the money was never recovered. This heist is remembered for its complexity and the group's ability to evade detection. Wait, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our upcoming videos. Now, let's continue. 10. The Bangkok Bank Heist, February 2017. In February 2017, a group of criminals carried out an audacious heist at Bangkok Bank in Thailand. The thieves used a series of sophisticated techniques to access the bank's vault. Through advanced hacking and manipulation of security systems, they managed to steal a substantial amount of money, valued at approximately $40 million. The operation was meticulously planned and executed, allowing the criminals to bypass the bank's cameras and security systems. Despite the complexity of this plan, some members of the group were arrested shortly after the heist. However, much of the stolen money remains unrecovered. This case is notable for the high technology used and the group's skill in overcoming the bank's security measures. 9. The Paris Jewelry Store Heist, March 2012. In March 2012, a group of thieves carried out an impressive heist at a luxury jewelry store in Paris. They used disguises and advanced techniques to bypass security measures and access to the store's vault. They made off with a large quantity of jewelry and diamonds, valued at over 30 million euros. The heist was executed with such precision and professionalism that it left authorities baffled. The thieves left few clues, making it difficult to recover the stolen jewelry. Although some suspects were identified, much of the loot remains unrecovered. This case is famous for the thieves' skill and sophistication in evading the store's rigorous security measures. 8. The Banco Central Brazil Heist, July 2005. In July 2005, a group of Brazilian criminals executed a daring heist at Banco Central in Brazil. They used a series of tunnels dug beneath the bank to access the vault. The group spent months planning the heist, studying the security system, and drilling through the vault walls. Ultimately, they managed to make off with a substantial amount of money, valued at around $70 million. Despite meticulous planning, some members of the group were captured and convicted. However, much of the stolen money remains unrecovered. The heist is remembered for the complexity of the operation and the criminals' audacity. 7. The Geneva Watch Store Heist, May 2014. In May 2014, a group of thieves executed an elaborate heist at a luxury watch store in Geneva, Switzerland. Using advanced techniques and deep knowledge of security systems, they managed to infiltrate the store and steal a large quantity of valuable watches. The haul was valued at over 40 million Swiss francs. The heist was carried out with such precision that it left the Swiss authorities baffled. Although some of the thieves were arrested, most of the loot remains unrecovered. This case stands out for the sophistication of the plan and the thieves' ability to overcome the store's stringent security measures. 6. The National Museum of Art Heist in Mexico City, January 1985. In January 1985, a group of thieves executed a stunning heist at the National Museum of Art in Mexico City. They took advantage of the chaos from a recent earthquake to access the premises and loot a number of valuable artworks. The value of the stolen pieces was estimated at over $10 million. The lack of clear evidence and the confusion of the moment complicated the recovery of the artworks. Despite efforts by authorities, many of the stolen works remain unrecovered. This case is notable for the context in which it occurred and the thieves' ability to exploit the situation for their gain. 5. The Banco de España Heist, February 1981. In February 1981, a group of criminals carried out an audacious heist at the Banco de España in Madrid. Using advanced techniques and detailed knowledge of the security system, they managed to infiltrate the bank's vault and steal a significant amount of money. The value of the haul was estimated at around 20 million euros. Despite efforts by authorities to capture the culprits, the case remains one of the most notorious in Spanish history. Although some of the thieves were arrested and convicted, much of the stolen money remains unrecovered. This case is remembered for the sophistication of the plan and the criminals' skill in evading the bank's security measures. 4. The Dubai Jewelry Heist, April 2010. In April 2010, a group of thieves pulled off a sophisticated heist at a jewelry store in Dubai. They used advanced techniques to bypass security systems and accessed the store's vault. They made off with a substantial amount of jewelry and diamonds, valued at approximately $30 million. The heist was meticulously planned and executed, allowing the criminals to evade detection. Despite ongoing investigations, much of the stolen loot remains unrecovered. This case is notable for the thieves' precision and ingenuity, as well as the sophistication of the methods used to carry out the heist. 3. The Museum of Modern Art heist in New York, December 1997. In December 1997, a group of thieves carried out an elaborate heist at the Museum of Modern Art in New York. They employed advanced techniques to bypass security systems and accessed a series of valuable artworks. The estimated value of the stolen loot was over $30 million. The heist was executed with such precision and professionalism that it left authorities astounded. Despite efforts to recover the stolen pieces, much of the loot remains missing. This case stands out for the sophistication of the plan and the thieves' ability to overcome the museum's strict security measures. 2. The Natural History Museum heist in London, June 2013. In June 2013, a group of thieves carried out a daring heist at the Natural History Museum in London. They used advanced techniques to bypass security systems and accessed a series of valuable pieces from the museum. The value of the stolen items was estimated at over £20 million. The heist was executed with such precision and skill that it surprised the authorities. Despite efforts to recover the stolen pieces, many remain missing. 1. The Hong Kong Jewelry Heist, October 2012. In October 2012, a group of thieves executed a daring heist at a luxury jewelry store in Hong Kong. They used disguises and advanced techniques to bypass security measures and access the store's vault. They stole a significant amount of jewelry and diamonds, valued at over $40 million. The heist was carried out with such precision and professionalism that it left authorities baffled. Although some of the thieves were captured, much of the stolen loot remains unrecovered. This case highlights the thieves' skill in overcoming the stringent security measures of the jewelry store and successfully executing the heist. And there you have it, the grandest, boldest heists that have left the world in awe. The audacity and sophistication behind each of these heists are truly impressive, aren't they? If you enjoyed this video and want to see more exciting content like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our upcoming videos. See you in the next video.